Well, retail's getting a lot of press. Finance always get a lot of press. The interesting things are, depends who the bad guys are. And the bad guys' landscape has changed. So traditionally we would think about financial crime, we would think about bad things happening to banks, people blackmailing banks, people stealing data from banks. That happens. People think about retail because a quantity of credit card information has a price. They've become attacked. The thing that's loomed large over the last 12 to 18 months has been what's affectionately referred to as critical infrastructure. So now we're aware of nation state attacks and we're aware of terrorist attacks. If you wanted to make a attack on Team GB or the UK, what would you do? Imagine a world where the electricity stops. Imagine a world when things just stop working, trains stop working, God forbid your TV stops working. But so there are fundamentally big things that can occur. So I'm afraid there's not an easy, simple answer that says that one vertical market is at risk. It's everything. The other misnomer is that an awful lot of people think I'm an SMB, I'm a small organisation. Who would bother to attack me? So there was an example some time ago, 4 years or so ago now, with RSA, big security company. Maybe testament to them because they came out publicly at the time and said we've been breached. What actually occurred there? What actually occurred was, again, a third party sent them a file with employee data on it because they were employed to do salaries. So what would you do? You'd click on it. It looks legitimate. It wasn't from that organisation whatsoever. And so RSA was breached. Now RSA is a big company. But RSA weren't the target. The target were people like McDonnell Douglas, aerospace companies, because the perpetrators wanted the IP from the end company. So any small company is also at risk in the food chain, the role they play in the connectivity they have with others, and also their own finances. So I don't think anyone's safe and we need to take it seriously. So, you know, the bad guys are clever. They're here for whatever purposes they have, whether it be terrorism, whether it be financial. The rewards for these guys are quite large, and like anything to do with protecting ourselves against risk, they can attack anytime, anywhere, any place they wish to. When we're trying to protect, we're trying to work out where they're going to attack. So it's difficult. And the next big attack medium has been, as you say, mobiles, connectivity. But this is where our approach needs to change on security as well, because the standard approach to this is to stop. I'll only allow ABC device on my network because I've got some security software on it, I've locked it down, and I'm treating it as a corporate resource. That's the old way of thinking. It doesn't work in the new world. And it doesn't work in the new world because what we have to remember is that those people we're trying to protect are wealth generators, they're employees, they're there for a purpose. And they'll find ways around things because they're trying to act in their organisation's best interests. So we've got security trying to lock everything down, and then we're trying to drive improved business outcomes, more agility in the workspace, etc. There's a challenge there. And I think that therefore what we need is, when we look at solutions, be it technology or approaches, one of the ways with BYOD, for example, is we have to be a bit more open. What we have to do is maybe accept that some of these devices are mostly fashion items these days. You know, a device that's really hot and everyone wants to buy this year is different from next year. So what we have to do is maybe allow everyone to have access. Now, there are clever solutions around which will recognise what the device are, scan the device, work out whether you should connect it or shouldn't connect it, automatically put it in quarantine, so the burden is not on the support staff of the organisation that's allowing this access. So allowing access can be variated. You know, you could reject them, but the idea is to allow software to do that rather than people, because people are being absolutely maxed out with these security threats.